Welcome everybody, you are listening to Jeffrey Blight, the owner of Rfpw, and we are introducing the Rfpw 2K22 rulebook. It's your guide to everything Rfpw related during the 2022 season or next season. See it as your career manual on what you're trying to achieve in your Rfpw career. Here we go. We start off with the main rules of today. Starting over will be 80 and submission only alternate finishers. Entries must be shorter than 60 seconds or we can cut them down. Edits to your core and or attire can only be submitted once in every 2 months to be continuous. We don't always have the time to do it. We will decide in a window of time to provide updates, usually 1 week time. Uploads must be with the hashtag Rfpw and you must follow Twitch, Twitter, and subscribe to YouTube. You have to be active by attending the live streams or watching the YouTube, leaving a comment, liking the video, and filling in the vote every week. Not being active results in your departure. We wish for an active roster, and we've been disappointed before. We have an active warning system which will be explained further in the next sheet. Insults, harassment, I misspelled that, or any form of personal attacks or drama will result in immediate termination of your Rfpw engagement after consultation with the staff. Staff consists of me, Dan, Rick, Joel, and John, and Robert. Now, you all want to know what is going to be our platform for the 2K22 season in the 2K22 game. That will be PlayStation 5. Yes, we are transiting into a new era because I don't feel a need to buy a new console to go next gen. XB1 has proved its worth for many years since 2014 and we are taking the next step. So PS5, and I think that is going to likely be cross-play with PS4 for the service, so I don't think you have to worry about that. Next on, the warning system. It's very clear as daylight. This is what it looks like. Oh, it is? Okay, good. I was quite worried with that, but you know why. 4 warnings. First warning, you will take in other shows for a week. You cannot earn new fan tiers or qualify for Wrestling Grand Prix, Premier Leagues, the playoffs, and you get a fine on your order mirror. That goes on until you show activity. No activity, warning number 4, means you are out of the ballpark. If you get it fighting 4, don't do anything, that is it. You are out. Don't worry, you can watch all this back on YouTube. We're going to go through with this. The back in the training center, you've learned this. If you don't know what this is, go check our website. It's your guideline, it's your career. You can only upgrade your overall by watching the streams and earning Fantasy Euros by winning matches from the order merit. You earn 200 Fantasy Euros for every full hour that you watch live. I'll be added to the balance nearly every end of the month. If not, we will update that. The balance will be updated on the link. Upgrades such as upgrading your overall, requesting championship matches, all those redemptions and achievements unlocked through the website. Career prize money cannot be used for upgrades or championships. Only money earned during the season can be used for upgrades because it would give a benefit to those who have started earlier. And we're not doing that. Everybody's equal. Interactivity. Before some shows, not all, we might host the option of a possible match stipulation, number 1 contendership, or a championship match that will be implemented at the next show. Not that show because that's already edited, but the show after. During the shows or at the end, decisions may appear on the screen on which the live stream audience can vote, which will affect the future of our Rfpw shows. Cliffhangers may appear. Possible outcomes shown on screen which can be voted on at the end until we go off air, or the outcome already decided in the storyline, which will be shown during the next episode. So, let's say We've got a romantic storyline. Two guys, it seems like they're somehow flirting with each other. One could go for it, tries to make the move, or maybe not. That could be a potential vote. Do I attack said opponent or not? That might be up to the viewers who think they have something in common and something to implement on. The promo areas will be set up via website rfpw.weebly.com for the next show. Management will have a word of you on how we would like the promo to go. Then it's up to your creativity on the script, which may be adapted by management for the shows. So you write, we tape, we edit. That's it. You write. Now, the order of merit, the most important lifeline of Rfpw. It's a classification based on earnings, such as you can say in darts. I think that's the most common sport that you could witness it in. Sorry, I had to take that. The top ranked wrestler will gain entry to the Western Grand Prix, the Premier Leagues, and other invitational events, which will be more in the next season. Qualification means the ability to earn more World Championship points as those marquee events provide them. The prize money of the invitational events and the Premier Leagues are only added to the career prize money. Only Wrestling Grand Prix and World Championship playoff prize money are carried over to the start of the new season from 2021-22 for initial ranking in the order of merit. That does not mean they take the money with them, but for the ranking, that makes it. The Fancy Euros can be earned by winning matches, watching shows, performing at those events, and being active in the Rfpw community. So if you're active on Twitter and you're an active Twitter sharer and all that, you get Fancy Euros. Can also be earned by winning and defending show championships, such as the IFA Championship, the European, the Women's Tag Team titles. On the following sheet, we will highlight all earning opportunities with their values. Only match wins, championship reigns, and prize money from invitational events is counted towards the order merit. That means only winning on fight night, winning championships, and winning on Premier Leagues and all that. That will help you. Interactivity, such as being active in Twitter, watching shows, only counts for your personal bank to upgrade your core or request matches. Does not count towards the order of merit. Make that clear. Now we move on to the earnings, and I see I missed something here. That is strange. Aha! There it is. Look at that. I had it animated. I'm good. The earnings. First, the left side. You will see changes. Whereas a victory now grants you 100 Fancy Euros standard, that changes. You'll gain 20 Fancy Euros for a victory, 30 for a multi-person match, and 10 if you're a tag team winner. That is the base pay. Look at the one below. It's times the ratings factor, which we have decided, and it will be calculated 7 days after the show. What does that mean? Say we have 6 viewers on the live stream. So that is 0.3. 0.1 times 6 is 0.3. Then 0.1 per 10 YouTube views. If we get 20 YouTube views, that will be 0.2. So 6 concurrent viewers, 20 YouTube views, 0.3 plus 0.2 is 5, means 100 Fancy Euros. It's mathematical. That means the more your show, the more people have watched it and the more wins you've received, the better it is. We will check for frauds and we will check the view time on YouTube. If that consists of like 5 seconds you've been rapidly hitting that button, that will be slashed out of it. Simple as that. Now, what is a requirement for the payout of all that? You need a valid vote casting in the vote. And you need to have watched it live, and I can monitor that, or on demand in combination with a valid YouTube comment about your match, about the show, within 7 days. Within those 7 days, that is all. It's weekly. If you miss one, no problem, but you miss out on money. Simple as that. That's the way we get it active. The viewership, we mentioned it, 200 Fancy Euros per hour. And the nation subscribing, also a possibility that will help you upgrade. Does not count for the other merit. On the right side, you can see the championship reigns. And that means the fantasy heroes per day has been increased from 10 to 20, from 5 to 10. Tag team championships will stay 5 because it's easier. And it doesn't get defended as much. Not in this season. And yes, indeed, do not vote for yourself when voting. If you vote for yourself or your own match, that means an automatic disqualification, no more warnings, you get zilch. Point blank, 0. That's it. Moving on. We have the Wrestling Grand Prix. And you can say that we've upped the ante in prize money. We had 7,000 fantasy heroes per Wrestling Grand Prix this season. That'll be going up to 7,500. The Premier Leagues stay the same and we'll still have 8 qualifying sides on both divisions. The World Championship playoffs, they this year consist of 22,000 fantasy heroes. That will go up to 25,000. Why does this all matter? Well, you'll see. The World Championship. World Championship points can be earned by events, such as the Wrestling Grand Prix, the Premier League, and events. Qualification means more World Championship points. The higher you get, the higher you are seeded. And the higher you are seeded, the further you already have a head start in those playoffs. Classification will make sure they've set the base for the playoffs, in which the additional points can be earned. It does not crown the winner of the season. It does not crown the world champion, but it can gain you additional points to get past that threshold of being the number 1 of the year. Multi-time winners of the World Championship, and we missed some, which we will add later on, get an automatic entry into the Hall of Fame. So if you're the 2018 World Champion and the 2022 World Champion, you are inducted into the Hall of Fame. We will also soon add a new Hall of Fame on our website dedicated to those who have already been inducted, and we will choose new inductees every season by the staff, past and present. How do you earn points? Simple as that. You win a match on fight night, 1 point. You win a match with 3+ men, women, triple threat, fatal 4-way, 2 points. You have a singles match, 1 point. You have a tag team match, half a point. You have a falls count anywhere match, 2 points. Iron matches, 4 points. You win or defend a title, +1. Simple as that. Wrestling Grand Prix the same. The further you get, the more points. The winner gets 20 points. Losing the qualifying round all the way down to 1. The playoffs, 25 points for the winner. Second round, loss, 4, and so on. It's very clear. Just pause it, take a look at it. And for the show championships, the EFA championship as it stands now, we saw that earlier in Fight Night, 1 point per week. Full 7 days. Not a week. 7 days. That is what we can. So we saw Stone losing the European Championship. Around 150 days. 21 weeks. And that means 10.5 points for him to the tally. Now the career prize money. That will be stored at the end of every season for each active wrestler by the end of the season. If you step out during the season, no money will count it. Only those who endure the entire season or take a hiatus and are there at the end, they will get their career prize money counted. That has been counted for this season, 2021-22, and will move forward. Wrestlers, therefore, can achieve certain achievements, which comes with additional perks and benefits. The season achievements, the staff will decide on that, with the wrestler of the season, the match of the season, the most interactive person, and the best promo of the season. On our Discord, we will notify you if you have achieved a certain amount of prize money. You are a regular if you get 10,000, 25,000 if you're a veteran, 50,000 if you're a legend, and if you reach that automatically achievable thing called the Hall of Fame status, and you can do that automatically just by watching shows and being there, you will get also an induction into the Hall of Fame. Achievements will be added, so don't worry. It's not just going to be that. If you reach the veteran status or higher, you will automatically gain access to exclusive emotes on our Twitch channel. That's new. There's perks to get. What can you get for all those fancy heroes during this season? Well, during this season, you can invest. You can upgrade your overall. You can add a manager with consent of the other person. You can add a stipulation to a match, request a match, get a championship match, or get an overall of +5, +10 for the entire season. So if you invest 5,000 fancy euros, you go from 80 to 90 overall. That will substantially help your career. But you could also bet it on a championship match and do it like that. If you donate, you say that you get that as well. Where we earlier said it does not count for the order of merit. That is correct. So you can't upgrade with it, but it can help you to get to the career prize money. So it can get you earlier to veteran or legendary status. And I think that is actually it. So in hindsight, as we move all the way back, PlayStation 5 is where we transit to after starting out in 2014 on XB1. It's a new thing. It's interesting, and we're going to do it. So I guess it's going to be as well for PS4 in hindsight as well. Well, I hope... oh, thank you very much for the follow. You've just missed out our Fight Night show, which we have held. The Premier League is going to be on YouTube because my voice is dying. I'm not really used to this anymore. And now you want to know, when can I register for the 2K22 season? Well, let me tell you that the good news is that you can do that. You can do that. Oh yes, of course, we're here weekly. Weekly. And you can follow us on Twitter. I think that's the best. Or check out our website. That is when we always update you on when the shows are. On a weekly basis, you can find all the information there. Now it comes to that specific moment where it is time for me to open up the sign-up form. And I need to just add in one more. If you have preferred... Oh no. It's not needed, but I do it. Good. And for those exclusively here, opening of the 2K22 PS5, I guess that's going to be PS4 registration. Is here. Bam-a-bam. That's it. It's open. And for those watching on YouTube, the registration of the 2K22 season on PS5 is now open. Let's go.